is the father. Who's wrong in this relationship, in this situation? Watch the video. She looks like a man, but let it go.
This was just a one-night stand kind of thing?
Jump off, Your Honor. She's a groupie. That's what
I'm a jump off. I'm a groupie, though. I'm a groupie all of a sudden.
I found out about this chick when she came to me about the baby. I found out about it on Facebook over my mother's
That's
house.
a lie, y'all.
I was on the internet. I was scrolling down the news feed. I seen it on the internet that she put my picture. She took my picture.
After he put
Put it next
statuses
to
about
her
me on his
daughter
Facebook
and put
page.
"You are the father." This was on the internet, Yana.
So wait a minute. So you two
sure
are
did.
not.
I sure did.
This is 3 years later too. Now let me get this right.
Okay,
Yana.
so what?
I've been incarcerated and everything. This is 3 years later now.
Because I thought another man was her dad. And I tested him, and it came back negative.
Wow.
Okay, and you the next possibility, because I was messing with you around the time I got pregnant.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Yes, I'm serious.
No, this is
Yes.
wrong.
Let's recap this. You claim you had a one-night stand with Miss Tinsley.
Yes.
Miss Tinsley, you contend you had sex more than one time.
Yes, ma'am, we sure.
Why the judge and her almost look like they related? Because they both have hard faces. But hey, let it go.
Did.
It was a sexual relationship that was ongoing?
No, it was like over
kind of drugs are
a
you
couple
on?
of months period.
I mean, she's
Like
Facts.
a couple
Sober.
months. But what you also admit to is that you were having sex with someone else during that very same time.
I was single,
Wow.
and I was kind of doing me. But
She
if I was so
inboxed
much
my
of a
mom.
slut, I would have 5, 6, 7 kids by 7 different men. I got 2 children
Wow.
by 2 different men. So miss me with what you're talking
I'm
about.
not
Two.
one of the men.
Miss Tinsley, you tested one man.
Yes.
So if you have, I guess she's not a hoe. Okay, I don't know. I'm lost.
Ma'am.
That you thought
My
was your child's
ex-boyfriend.
father.
Yes, ma'am.
Because that was your boyfriend at the time.
No, not at the time. It was just my ex-boyfriend. We were still kind of messing around.
All right, so it's the go back to the ex kind of thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. He turned out not to be the father.
Yes, ma'am. And then prior to him, before the blood test came back, I told Jamarcus, I said, Jamarcus, if the blood test come back negative with my ex-boyfriend, you the next possibility. Cool, everything's cool. Then people start finding out what was going on. Then that's when he thought he's a big rapper, which he ain't making no noise. You local, you're not even on.
Lies.
I'm in Atlanta with it. You still in Louisville with it. You
Tinsley,
local.
hold on one second. How did everybody start finding out about it?
I ain't gonna lie, I went parading around the whole city, but I told a few of my friends I sure did that I
Yana,
could keep
she
it real
waited
with.
3 years, Yana. I went to
Okay.
jail
Wow,
for 2 years.
3
She waited
years.
3 years. She waited till after I had a buzz in my city. I'm on the radio. I'm opening for major acts. And then she came to me with this baby.
I cannot
talking
believe
about she
this
tried to put a
man.
baby on me after she seen that I'm doing things. That I'm moving places. I'm going
This is
around.
what fame does to people.
This is what-
changes people.
this is
So
what
let me ask you this.
Why would you come to me 3 years later then?
He's saying
Because I thought my ex-boyfriend was a daddy.
Why would you wait
And
3 years after
so
you see that I'm
because-
Why would she wait 3 years to tell him until he started becoming a famous rapper? And believe this, she brings the child to the club and to his studio sessions. Now listen to this.
doing things though? Why didn't you write me when I was in jail, visit me, and
Wow.
I
bring
did
come
write
to
you.
the jail?
Put it on God.
Man, you can't.
That I didn't
Where's
write
your
you.
letters
We
at?
were in jail. I should have brung him. I didn't
Where's your
bring him.
letters
I
at?
wrote him when he was in jail.
Come on,
I wrote him a few
I never
times
got
when he
any
was in
letters
jail.
or anything, y'all.
Why don't lie?
Wait a minute. You said
Wait a minute.
your ex-boyfriend is the person you thought was the father. When did you get the DNA test from
When?
him? How soon after
It was
the
a
baby
couple of years later
was
when we got into it. He demanded a test, so I got it. And then it came back negative. But he still loved my daughter. He was still helping my daughter. Still to this day, I can call him. He'll send me some money, Western Union, if I need it.
So, but now, Mr. Hunt, clearly you understand the answer now as to why she was a tad bit
Yana,
tardy
she's a groupie,
on the
Yana.
request.
I'm not a groupie.
Yana, she's showing up at. I told you I opened for major.
He's not listening. The judge is telling you the reason why she took a long time to come and show you whatever the child or ask you questions, because she was getting whatever she wanted. But now you started making a buzz. Now she needs money from you.
She's showing up at the club with this baby on her arm, Yana.
That's a lie.
She's showing up at the club with this baby on her arm.
Wow.
I never seen this in my life, Yana.
Okay.
She's showing up at the studio.
She's
Let's
talking,
get some
clapping
order.
her
I want to
hand.
hear this from Mr. Hunt.
He's
Mr. Hunt,
lying.
she came to the club with the baby?
Wow.
I kid you not. She came to the club with the baby on her arm yelling, "You are the father. This is your baby. Why aren't you taking care of
Murray.
your baby? You're a deadbeat dad."
cannot believe what I'm hearing.
So that didn't happen. Miss Hensley, you never.
I never had my baby
Yana,
at the
not
club.
only the club though, Yana. She's coming to the studio. I'm leaving out the studio with me and my friends, my partners. We leaving out. She's showing up at the studio with this baby.
He agreed to do the blood test. Why you agreed to do it before then? What made you change your mind, Marcus?
So, Miss Tinsley, you're saying that there was a time when he agreed flat out, I'll take the blood test.
Yeah, he agreed to it. And they was gonna cut off my welfare check if I didn't get nobody tested.
So wait,
Wow.
let me understand. Was this
She's telling
about the
herself.
welfare check?
No,
or
ma'am.
the welfare of your child?
Well, I heard
If you
about,
want more episodes of Paternity Court,
Well, I heard about the welfare check. She wasn't worried about the child. Everything she keeps saying is about money, this, money, that. And they're not talking about the child to me, but go ahead.
make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
Subscribe.
Were you coming after him and trying to figure out who your child's father was because the court demanded you do it?
Yes.
Or was it because you truly wanted to
I
know?
really want to know. Both, kind of, to be honest with you.
What?
She
She lied.
inboxed my mom, Yana.
Yes, I sure did, because I want her to know what was going on. Because he sure wasn't going to tell her.
You inboxed her where?
On Facebook.
I need to hear from Ms. Moore. Ms. Moore, please stand.
Where Ms. Moore?
Please
Yes, ma'am.
tell the court.
Your Honor,
Oh, Ms. Moore,
I
pretty.
received an inbox in my Facebook from a person that I had no idea.
Hey, Ms. Moore, I ain't gonna lie. Ms. Moore came in that bitch, boy. She had her hair done and everything. She got a class. She got style. Let's see how she talked.
Who they were. And what that message said to me is, my name is Jamie. No, you don't know me, but I used to mess around with your son, and you are the potential grandmother of my daughter. I'm blown away at this point. So my response to that was, let me talk to my son first, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because I'm a woman before I'm anything else. And I've been a woman far longer than I've been a mother.
Okay.
I know what it is to have to raise a child with a father being absent. And the catch-22 to all of this madness is, I'm not raising mama's boys, I'm raising men.
Okay.
And if he is the father, then he's gonna step up and do what needs to be done.
Okay, but I'm
the
not
fact,
saying-
the fact, I'm gonna give you facts.
That's what I want to hear.
The fact of the matter is, I've already drawn my conclusion about this young lady when she inboxed me. And after she told me that somebody else had been tested, and here you are coming at me 3 years later, my first impression was she's a hoe.
How am I
Let's use proper language in the court,
You
okay?
like a man, though.
But I've been single many times, Your Honor, but I didn't sleep with multiple men because I was single. And I'm not telling her how to handle her business. But if that's her choice, all I'm saying is strap up because you could come up with more than just a baby.
Okay, but I
You
do
could come
wear
up with more than
condoms.
just a baby.
I only got 2
We're
kids.
testing for DNA.
Listen. We in the middle of trying to find out if this guy is the father of this lady that looks like a dude. If he's the father of her daughter. And this is the mom speaking. I was rudely interrupted, so this is the mom speaking. She called the mom. She texted the mom. Actually, on Facebook, she said that your son is the father of my daughter. And now the mom is speaking. So here we go. Let me press play. All right, hold on.
The catch-22 to all of this madness is, I'm not raising mama's boys, I'm raising men.
Okay.
And if he is the father, then he's gonna step up and do what needs to be done.
Okay, but I'm
the
not
fact,
saying-
the fact, I'm gonna give you
The
facts.
facts.
That's what I want to hear.
The fact of the matter is, I've already drawn my conclusion about this young lady when she inboxed me. And after she told me that somebody else had been tested, and here you are coming at me 3 years later,
Wow.
my first impression was she's a hoe.
How am I
Use proper language in the court, okay?
Okay. But I've been single many times, Your Honor, but I didn't sleep with multiple men because I was single. And I'm not telling her how to handle her business. But if that's her choice, all I'm saying is strap up because you could come up with more than just a baby.
Okay, but I
You could
do
come
wear
up with more than
condoms.
just a baby.
She do wear
We're
condoms.
testing for DNA, but we might need to test for STDs.
Whoa.
I don't got no STDs. Why you
Okay.
coming over here doing all of that? I don't got no STDs, so I don't care what
You
you
don't know
talking
who your
about.
baby's father is. so I don't know what you have.
Okay, and I'm honest to find out. I need to know
Let's
what's
get
going
some
on.
order in the court. Ms. Tinsley, I will say that Ms. Moore waited patiently while you gave your account. I've asked her to give hers. I need you to let her speak.
Thank you.
Please.
Here's my thing. In order to deal with that baby, I've got to deal with this mother. And the things that I've seen on Facebook, because I don't know her personally, there's always an argument with other women.
Groupie.
Stay out
Because
of my
I got
business.
haters.
Why is everybody hating on me? Why is everybody worried about my baby daddy? You know, and I'm looking, thinking, who does this? What makes
So
you a mother is setting the
why
prime
do you
example.
think she is saying your son could perhaps be the father?
Like I said initially, Your
He's a
Honor,
rapper.
I'm a woman before I'm anything, and I know that we can be some of the most scandalous creatures on the planet. I wasn't always 50. I've been 20, and I know when you see
she's
dollar
50,
signs and
she
you
was good.
struggling,
He don't
you do
even got
whatever
no
you got to do.
money, though,
You
like
don't know
that.
what he has.
He ain't making
But
no noise. He ain't got no record
but
deal. He ain't doing
apparently,
nothing, Miss
okay, Your
All
Honor,
right.
she says he's not doing anything. He's doing major things. And
He ain't
clearly,
doing no more
she
than what I'm
must have
doing.
gotten a buzz that he's about to get that deal. Because why are you showing up 3 years later?
Listen, I don't know
Facts.
nothing about no record deal. He ain't signed no check yet. I ain't heard no none of that until I
No,
see
she's-
it. As far as
wow.
3 years later, because it took me that long to find out that the potential father that I thought was not. That's what made me come out to Jamarcus, because I was messing with him around the time, and my daughter does look like this man.
Yana,
It's
this does
not,
not look like
about
me,
his.
Yana.
She could have came after both of them at the same time. But when you a lesser than, you stay behind. When you a greater than, you go for the greater than first. So she went after the greater than that was giving her money and didn't give a care about the lesser than. But when she found out the lesser than is about to be a greater than, I guess that's when she started attacking the so-called soon-to-be rapper. I mean, whatever. It's just my opinion. I'm just the guy in the video. I don't know none of these people, but she's fishy.
Funny, I have never asked Jamarcus.
Does not look like me, Yana.
On my daughter, I have never
Does not
asked
look
this
like
man
me.
for nothing.
Come on, we just want to know. Listen,
I'm trying to understand, as a mom
yes,
that loves her child,
with that big
why
ring
do
on your
you
finger.
make that move? Why do you post her picture alongside this man's picture without confirmation that he's the father? Why post that
Facts.
on your
Why?
page?
The only
Because
reason why
it's
would
not
you do
just
that?
making your child the subject of speculation, but also your credibility, because truthfully, what mother does that with their child's picture?
Facts.
Don't try to make me seem like I'm a bad guy.
Oh.
I'm a good mother. I take care of my kids. I don't care what he's talking about. I'm a good mother, and I'm not gonna have you, him, or his mama tell me anything
she got
different.
Let's get
problems.
one thing straight. I'm not here to judge you as a person. There's not a person
She's
in this
like a
room,
kid.
including me, that has not made a mistake, a bad decision, done the wrong thing, or hurt somebody.
Amen.
What I am here to judge, in order to get to the truth, Miss Tinsley, are your
Tinsley.
actions. Because
Your
the
action.
actions are the evidence.
Yes.
When you post a picture
Uh-huh.
of a man that you think might be your child's father alongside your child's picture, you're not just putting that father at risk or exposing his
putting the
personal
kid at
business.
risk.
You're exposing your child.
Yes.
That's my point. And
That's my point,
what
too.
I am questioning in this
Damn, she
moment
ugly.
and asking
It
you,
was just
why is it you made that choice?
It was just get back at him for putting what he put on his page. He
Another
put
thing,
it on his page
another
first.
thing I need you to understand, along
childish.
with everyone else, is all this Facebook posting and texting all your business out in the air. You cannot get mad if later you are judged on those actions when
Facts.
you put them out in the universe for everyone to see. I know
Facts.
no one would know your business unless it was out there.
Ugly.
And so it's not just the fact that you
My bad.
posted it. I'm trying to get behind the reasoning. Now, the truth that I will take is you said I did it to get back at him. But what I'm saying to you is let's keep it really real. You didn't have to go that route for your
Facts.
child's
After
sake.
1,000
That's the
comments.
point. I know you're defensive because this is difficult for you, and that's why we're about to get to the
It didn't
results
have to be
for
publicly.
everyone involved, because I know that this is a very difficult thing.
Facts.
But I wouldn't be the woman that I am if I didn't tell you that.
Facts. Thank you.
Jerome, the results, please.
Who's that lady sitting next to me?
Jamie, what's the matter?
Now she
Talk to me.
crying. What's wrong with her teeth?
I don't want nothing from him, dog. For real, like real talk, man. I never asked him for nothing. He's calling me a groupie. I never even stalked him. I did none of that. I'm a groupie now because he wow. That's messed up, dog. Because we was
No,
cool
listen.
before all of this happened.
Listen, you love your children. And you love this child regardless.
loved
Am
it,
I correct? No. Mr. Hunt, let me speak. Look at me. That child is counting on you to be strong and pull it together.
Beautiful child.
You made a mistake.
She is not the mother.
So did everybody else in here before. It's not how you fall down, it's how you get back up again. Now, I want you to get back up. Not
Fall
be so
down.
worried about getting back at. Do you see the difference?
No, she don't.
Yes.
So I know you say you've never asked Mr. Hunt for anything.
They look like
it
they
upsets
related
you
her
that
and
he's
the
calling you
judge.
these names. But ultimately, just tell the court, what is it that you want from this? You just want your child to know who their
Yes,
father
ma'am.
is.
I don't want nothing from him. My mama left me in the hospital when I was born. I actually didn't even grow up with my mama. I grew up in foster care. So for me to have a daughter and then she don't know who her daddy is, it's like pitiful. I need to figure out what's going on, man.
Mr. Hunt, what would you like to know in terms of if the child is yours?
If she's mine, I'm gonna take her my daughter.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
If she's not mine, I would appreciate an apology or something
I
to
do
leave
owe
me
you an
alone.
apology if she ain't yours.
All right, I think it's time for the results. Our results today were prepared by DNA Diagnostics.
Watch commercial comes.
And per the report,
I'm waiting.
in the case of Hunt versus Tinsley.
Tinsley. Punt. Commercial. Hold on. Before we find out who's the father or who's the mother, because we don't know who's it's like two fathers going at it and stuff like that. Listen, no matter, I notice people judge, like, she's still childish. A lot of us are still childish. A lot of us need growing up to do. Just because we 40-something years old, 50-something years old, 20-something years old and stuff, the numbers doesn't justify you being an adult. It's how you carry yourself in life and how you carry yourself around others and how you interact with others and stuff like that. Maturity, that's what makes you an adult. That would separate you from the childish you and the grownish you. So these two right here are fighting. You know, she took too long to tell. You know what? Let's find out who the daddy. Let me shut the freak up and find out which one of them is the father.
Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. In the case of Hunt versus Tinsley.
What the fuck? Hold on.
Even grow up with my mama. I grew up in foster care. So for me
Okay,
to
we
have
finna
a
find
daughter
out
and then
who's
she
the
don't know who her
father.
daddy is, it's like pitiful. I need to figure out what's going on, man.
Mr. Hunt, what would you like to know in terms of if the child is yours?
If she's mine, I'm gonna take her my daughter.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
If she's not mine, I would appreciate an apology or
I
something
do
to leave
owe
me
you an
alone.
apology if she ain't yours.
All right, I think it's time for the results.
Yeah, she's ugly.
Our results today were prepared by DNA Diagnostics. And per the report, in the case of Hunt versus Tinsley. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. In the case of Hunt versus Tinsley.
The fuck? The freak? What just happened? Who's the father? What the fuck? Man, you know what? I'm finna do some research real quick to find out who the father, because somebody didn't, whoever recorded this stuff that I'm re-recording and shit, they didn't, oh no, they fucking with our emotions and stuff. My bad for my Spanish and shit. So I'm finna go through the comments and see if somebody said something, because I can't find out. It says, self-righteous mama, she's a pretty, who lied to her? Beautiful young lady, she's going to make I hope that God places one. Okay. Love this judge. She, okay. That's so beautiful. Okay. She's for the streets looking for a baby daddy. Okay. Is he the father? Okay. Let me see. Somebody reply. We're going to find out because somebody probably went to go research. Okay. He wasn't the father. Oh, shit. He wasn't the father. You know what I'm saying? Listen, sometimes you just got to go in the comment. Because me, I ain't finna go sit there and go find the goddamn video. So we in the comment. Listen, let's start reading some of these comments and shit. Let's start seeing what these people saying about this girl. You know what I'm saying? We finna read the comment. She's right with the judge. What is the result? Let's see what somebody else say. What the result is. He was not the father. Okay, somebody else said he wasn't the father. And they sent it to Kawan Freeman. Okay, let's see. Somebody's laughing. Judge Milson is laughing. I mean, Judy. You know, I can't read sometimes. YouTube it. I ain't finna YouTube it. I'm just finna read what y'all say until I see it. What is the result? Let's see what Marvin Coleman says. Marvin Coleman, he was not the father. Okay, we got a third person that say he was not the father. You are the father. Okay, somebody said you are the father. Okay, he is the father. Is he the father? Okay, let me see what Linda Holmes says. Linda Holmes said, nope. Okay, we going with Linda Holmes. You know what I'm saying? Where can I see the results? Okay, now somebody asking where can they see the results? Because somebody did that on purpose to us so we can go figure it out. So now let me see. What did Gwendolyn Fields say? Gwendolyn Fields says, not the father. Okay, they don't want us. Okay, yeah. Where is the results? Let me see what Clarissa Jeffers says. Okay. He said he is not the father. I think we counting 4 people saying this so far. Let's see if we can get 5 people. If we get 5 people, we guarantee that he is not the father. The whole video on YouTube. She lied again. She for the streets. He wasn't the father. Oh man, she's for the streets, bro. You know when they say, listen people, television people, people that don't know what she for the streets mean, white people or all different nationality people that don't know what they mean by she for the streets. That means she's a mud monkey. That's what they're calling her and stuff like that. He is not the father. Okay, so the whole video, okay, we know the whole video on YouTube. Somebody laughing, real. Was he the father? Okay, we already know. Okay, we were supposed to find out. We were supposed to have one more person to make the 5th person. Let's see what Mary Tyler Best says. Okay, the whole show is on YouTube and he is not the father. All right, so we realized that she was lying. She doesn't know who's the father because she looks like the father herself. She probably impregnated herself because she really looked at, her face was very hard. No matter how much she tried to put the hairdo on her head and and stuff like that, she looked it like she probably, you know, is the father and the mother at the same damn time. So he, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Gigi trying to say he's the father. Well, Gigi, 5 other people say that he's not the father. Let's see. Gigi say he's the father, right? So now we're going to see what Gary Robinson said. Gary Robinson said, any, mini, mighty, mo. Well, any, mini, mighty, mo. You know what they're trying to say. She's a hoe. All right, so hey, listen, like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to go find some more videos for you. I got another video I'm going to come up with, but you know what I'm saying? So like, share, and subscribe. This is your boy, BJ. You know what I'm saying? Willie Dread, I mean. So get at your boy. And I'm sorry if I said that I made a mistake and said that. Freak it. I'm done.